Hello, I am Blaze and welcome back to Warframe. Today I'll be going over the Zylok, as well as a quick overview of the Pyrus project event that it is one of the rewards for. The Pyrus project itself is quite simple. All you need to do is 4 objectives sometime before the event ends on the 13th of September 2018. The most iffy one will be to complete a Samaris daily task, due to how synthesis targets can sometimes just refuse to spawn for you. I had success running spy missions, though your mileage may vary. The Groostrag 3 need to be defeated 3 times as well. They will randomly show up on any mission against the Grineer while the event takes place, though they are a stingy triplet of bastards and won't drop any mods, resources or brack parts when they spawn due to the event, because fuck you, I guess. Pyrus Essence is collected from units called Pyrus Essence Carriers that can appear in any mission on Earth, Mercury, Ceres or Saturn. Their arrival will be announced by Cressatal. Finally, you also have to construct 5 relay struts. These take 3 hours each, and it's the only actually time-gated part of the event, though you can rush them if you have more platinum than sense. They'll require a new Trembera Essence resource, which will drop from any enemies on the previously mentioned celestial bodies, Earth, Mercury, Ceres, or Saturn. Pretty simple stuff, really. After you complete those objectives, you will get your main set of rewards, which includes the Zylok, complete with its own slot and pre-installed catalyst. The Zylok is a quite decent little sidearm that looks like a baby Cybaris, though appearances are deceiving, since the Zylok is more like the result of a particularly raunchy night between the Cybaris, the Tigris, and the Murloc, because mechanically the Zylok shares many more similarities with the Tigris and Murloc. Or maybe the Tigris and Murloc got together, gave birth to what ended up being Buffalo Bill, and the Zylok is just wearing the Cybaris as a skin suit. Either way, the standout details of the Zylok are its high status chance and being the first non-Tigris weapon to possess a duplex trigger. Press the fire button to fire one shot and release the fire button to fire the second shot. This is no enforced delay, so it could theoretically be the fastest 2-round burst in the game, though you have fine control over how quickly and when this happens. After that is its flippy lever action animation that is based on the listed fire rate of 1.8 rounds per second. Other standout features include having pinpoint accuracy when aiming with it, high base damage with a heavy bias towards slash damage, and having a bit of a crap critical hit chance at just 8%. Sadly, the Zylok also comes with no innate polarities, but this is mitigated somewhat by how it comes with a catalyst pre-installed as part of its event reward. Its 26% status chance allows it to get a roughly 3 in 4 chance to proc a status effect from each bullet when 3 of the dual status element mods are equipped to it, and multi-shot results in it being almost guaranteed to land at least 1 status effect each shot. Sadly, it can't quite get to 100% status chance using all 4 dual status element mods, but it is good enough to do the job. And as you could expect from a status weapon, it synergizes quite well with condition overload equipped melee weapons, particularly this example with glaive dual wielding. If you forgot about that system, though, don't worry, because I'm pretty sure DE did too. In use it's fun and compares favourably to the Murloc based on being able to accurately hit enemies at long range, though it does take after the Cybaris in a few respects, namely the Cybaris' weaknesses. Its very small magazine capacity and not quite fast enough reload time makes it struggle at high levels versus armoured enemies. It is still sortie viable, but desperately needed a bit more of an edge. Level 100 Corrupted Heavy Gunners take an uncomfortably long time to take down with it, though you can do it, while level 150 Corrupted Heavy Gunners can probably be considered beyond its effective ability. Which isn't to say that the Zylok doesn't have a place. Its high accuracy means you can use it as a pistol sniper of sorts, and you can use it to supplement a different weapon with much more limited range, if only the game's default weapon swap time was a little bit shorter. It also suffers in missions where you need to take down enemies quickly. In other missions where you can take your time, it's just fine, but in Survival or Sanctuary Onslaught, it's just much too slow to reasonably keep up with the pace expected of it for those scenarios. And using it in the Void Mott Survival mission got very frustrating for me once the game started throwing mixtures of heavy units and corrupted ancient healers my way. I also find its fire rate to be just slightly too slow to be comfortable with the 60% fire rate boost from Lethal Torrent, which is another issue. Adding Gunslinger is an option to rectify that, of course, but I find that it'll always be lacking something when modding it. Either reload time, or fire rate, or punch through to get it to work better against large groups, or aug your pack to let it work a bit better at high levels. There just isn't enough space to include all of that and still have the elements needed to get it to work at all, at least to my liking. I don't think the Zylok is my thing. I certainly have a number of complaints, as you may have gathered, but it is quite unique thanks to its trigger type. It's a new lever action weapon which is quite stylish, and it is fun when you aren't asking too much from it. Plus, you get it for free, so I suppose I can't really complain too much about it. I can see the Zylok being a boon to newer players, especially due to how accessible the event is, and I can also see how people who aren't me could have a lot more fun with it. But I'm afraid this one just isn't for me. Thank you for watching my opinions on the Zylok. All comments are appreciated, and I hope to see you around next time. If you liked this, then please consider checking out some of my other videos, and as always, take care.